Thank you for tuning into Abundant Moments. I often talk about the power of our words because it's so important that we realize the power that is contained within our words and we learn how to control what we say. Because so often we will hear a message about the power of our words and we agree with it because we know there are so many numerous scriptures that talk about this, so we know it's true. But yet we are a fickle people, and we are a people that oftentimes just go by our feelings instead of walking and talking by faith. Because you see, you can't speak defeat all the time and expect victory. You can't speak sickness and disease all the time and talk about how painful and all these things all the time and expect healing. You can't talk about poverty all the time, how bad it is and how you'll never have this and you'll never be able to afford that and live in victory with your finances. We have to learn to speak God's word, God's promises in the face of the difficulties and the things that are contrary to that. And it's not that we're lying. It's not that we're just calling things and making things up. But what we are doing is coming in alignment and agreement with the promises of God so He can perform those in our life. Because God's word is truth. And the facts are things that are happening in our life, but facts change, but truth never changes. I want to say that again. Facts change, but truth never changes. And truth will change facts. If you will start speaking the truth of God's word over your life, start speaking victory, start speaking financial prosperity, start speaking healing, start speaking peace, start speaking God's word. You can do all things through Christ. Start speaking these things, and then you're going to experience and live in them. But we can't speak defeat and live in victory. So let's speak victory. Let's speak God's word and just see what happens in our lives. Thank you for tuning in.